What's up, everybody? I am DevXp, your coach of the Emerald City Extreme Speed, and we are in the first round of playoffs, which is top 16 in LGA. It's a 2-division draft, so there's 16 teams instead of 8. We're going up against Thriller and the Iowa Jolteons. Let's have a look at their team here. Tera Raging Bolt is one of the strongest Teras allowed in our format. Very scary mon to prepare for. Great hazard threats with multiple stealth rock setters, as well as Ceaseless Edge for free spikes from Samurott and sticky webs as well, so we really have to be careful about hazards. And he's got my mascot down there, Dragonite. So, formidable looking team. Let's have a look at what we're going to try and do this week. First up, we're bringing Gouging Fire with loaded dice. Because of Dragonite and multi-scale, this is just the best dragon type move to try and hit it, because we'll be able to break its scale and then potentially KO it through that scale. And so really that's what it's there for, is multi-scale, as well as potentially giving us a nice little speed boost. Pretty basic Dragon Dance set here overall. Flare Blitz and Scale Shot are hitting most things, except for the Heat Ran, which is what the Earthquake is for. Next up, we are bringing Tera Zaru. We are using our Misty Seed set again that we've used a couple of times this season. We'll be bringing that Misty Train, of course. We have a bulk up set here, max HP and special defense. For the most part, we just want to become unbreakable, set up, and keep ourselves alive with Synthesis and Drain Punch, as well as Tera Blast for coverage into a number of other things. Next up, we are bringing Quaquaval with a Wide Lens. I'm bringing Wide Lens because I am very scared of missing Triple Axle. Triple Axle is going to hit his Landorus really hard and be able to KO his Landorus even if we have an Intimidate, whereas we potentially struggle with that with our water moves, as well as be a really good move into his Raging Bolt if it's pre-Tera. So I can see him not terroring because he wants to resist the water moves. If he doesn't do that, or if we can catch him switching in, then we can do really good damage into him with Triple Axle. We've got an upper hand as well for the Raging Bolt. So if we get in a situation where he's trying to revenge us with a Thunderclap, we can hopefully surprise him with that. And it's not going to kill him, but it's going to make it a more interesting mind game, if nothing else. Next up, we are bringing Blood Moon Ursaluna. Another Misty Seed set here this week. With the Misty Seed, especially if we have the train up, this thing is going to be a really nice switch in for Raging Bolt. Misty's train is going to nerf the dragon type moves. We're going to have already a Spadef boost here with our item, and obviously we're immune to electric. We can start Calm Mining and do some big damage into this team. I got the 2 different Misty users, and kind of my game plan is to get one of them going pretty early, maybe lead Weezing, get either Zarude or Blood Moon in there, make a big hole in his team, and then hopefully the other one can kind of finish up later on in the match. Next up, we are bringing Sneasler, Sneeze Nuts. Pretty basic Choice Scarf set here. We have Switcheroo, just in case we get kind of stuck versus a wall type Pokemon. Sneasler is going to struggle to kind of make progress against the Landorus, as well as the Raging Bolt potentially. We don't know what Tera he's going to bring there. But there's a couple of things that we're just not going to be able to just break through with sheer power, and having Switcheroo will allow us to cripple it with a Choice Scarf potentially, or maybe even just shed our items so that we can have a good shot at sweeping in the endgame. We are the fastest mon on the field, I believe, other than like Rimbombi with Sneasler, so hopefully we can ultimately use him for revenge killing, but maybe use him to sweep in the end if we need to, and if we can get rid of that item. And lastly, we are bringing our Weezing. Weezing is our train setter this match, of course. Dual Misty Seeds there. We have Defog because of all the different hazard threats that he has. We have Eject Button. Hopefully we can just kind of switch this into an attack. Use that momentum to bring in one of our Misty Seed users early on. Bring it in a second time, and we can use Memento when the time is right to hopefully, again, help something else to set up. So that's who we're bringing, and let's get into this fight. What's up, guys? We're getting into the fight here. Thriller just let me know he has Tera Poison on his Raging Bolt, which is really unfortunate for me, because Rude Boy is only has fighting and fairy moves when it's Terra'd, and it's Tera Fairy, so it's weak to Tera Poison either way. We gotta assume the kind of the obvious lead there with Rimbombi. Could also go with his whatchamacallit. I think we're just gonna come in with, let's just come in with Sneeze Nuts. You know what? I'm actually gonna save Sneeze Nuts. Maybe keep some mystery as to whether it's a choice scarf or a setup one. I'm just gonna come in and get my terrain up here. Okay, he goes with the Lando. I think we can go into our Blood Moon here. He probably goes for either a U-turn or an Earthquake, I would imagine. Earthquake is really pretty free into me, actually, because I don't have Levitate on this. Blood Moon should be able to eat one, no matter what, though. So, do we just go straight Blood Moon here? I think we kind of have to. He could go, again, pretty free Earthquake. He could go for a U-turn, kind of predicting the Zarude switch-in for the Earthquake. Which is why I can't do the Zarude switch-in, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what he does. Calm Mind, okay. Interesting, interesting. Definitely not expected there. We can do a good chunk to it, I guess, with Blood Moon. Or do we do our own Calm Mind here? And he can do like a Grass Knot to us, and how much is that going to do? Probably a lot. Probably come close to killing us. That's a bit of a problem. I think we just got to stay in and take some damage here with our Blood Moon. He goes for another Calm Mind. Okay. Okay. We could also Calm Mind, or we could go for kind of predicting this here and go for Zarude. Yeah, not gonna lie, this is a bit of a problem for us here. I think we have to go. I think I'm gonna sack Zarude, or see if we can eat that. The Grass Knot there, or an Earth Power. Okay, he goes for the Grass Knot. Doesn't do jack. He could have U-turn. We can Tera, I guess, and Tera Blast here. Might be our best move. Which could be a 2KO on it, and we'll hit anything else, I guess, that comes in. Let's just do that. Tera and Tera Blast to hopefully secure the 2KO. I think that's going to be more efficient than doing bulk ups here. But draws. Okay, so who wants to come in on this? It's the Dragonite, which is interesting. Okay. See a weakness policy, Dragonite. We are about to find out. Let's see how much this does. Pretty thick Dragonite. It is weakness policy. Oh, it's a red card. Okay. Huh. That's better than weakness policy. Let's see who we get. Get the Blood Moon again. Do I just go for Calm Mind here? Or do I just go for the sure thing damage? He could have Encore. I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind. Why not? Let's give it a shot here. Encore, I guess, is kind of the reason not to do that. be able to eat an Ice Spinner, doing about 35 max to us if he's adamant. Blood Moon is probably not going to KO him at this range, so might as well do that. It would be nice to save Bear for his Raging Bolt though. Okay, goes Dragon Dance. Okay, that's unfortunate because that was reducing dragon type moves. We just go for a Blood Moon here. Hope he doesn't Encore, hope he doesn't Encore. It's Dragon Claw. Good chunk. We get rid of the Dragonite though. Okay, so he brings out Lando again. Should be able to survive a Grass Knot. I kind of think we do a Moonlight here. He does do a Calm Mind, okay. Grass Knot will do a lot, but we should be able to survive a Grass Knot, and we should be able to, I believe, kill him with this if he's just max HP with no special defense investment. He might go for another Calm Mind, I guess, but let's just go for Blood Moon here and see what happens. He does have Grass Knot. Survive it. But at what cost? We get the KO. We do get the KO. But now we are definitely sitting ducks to be revenge killed for pretty much anything. So, definitely unfortunate because again, this would have been really nice to have for his Raging Bolt here. So he's lost a couple of good mon to it. Okay. Is this thing able to pick up the KO on us? It probably does, I think. So we could try and keep Big Bear alive, but I'm just trying to think who's it taken on at this point, if not for the Rimbombi here. We could just come in, I guess, and save it to keep deterring the other thing from setting up there. I mean, maybe if he's not invested, we can win this. Shit. Okay, we're gonna stay in. We're gonna go to... Shit. Okay. So, I imagine he's going to... Let's go for a Moonblast here. He goes for the Quiver Dance. Okay, we should have Moonlighted there. Damn it. Panic. Okay, so... That's really unfortunate. So, we should be able to survive a hit here, which will send us out. I think we just go for a Strange Steam. And Sneasler is going to be slower than it now, unfortunately. We just go for a Strange Steam. If he does go, he's a Psychic. Shit. Is that going to kill us? It does kill us. That's not good. Okay. Zarude should still be able to take a hit. Hank should also be able to take a hit here, I think, too. We're going to come in with Rude Boy here. Damn, I really wish I just recovered there with Blood Moon. Panicked a little bit. Okay, so... Maybe I shouldn't have brought this out either. We're just going to go for Tera Blast. Should be able to survive 2 Moonblasts on this thing. Oh no. Alright. We're going to have to recreate. Okay, what's up everybody? Kind of doing a post-com here. Thriller and I tried multiple times to kind of play on Wi-Fi, and we got disconnected I think 4 or 5 times after trying to do like a multi-turn recreation here. So we agreed to just go ahead and play out the rest of the battle on Showdown, and so I'm going to kind of go through the replay here, planning to kind of try and slow it down at times to maybe explain a little bit more about what's going on here. Let's just get it playing. Doing our best to recreate here. Bring out my wheezing as I did before, obviously. His Calm Mind Lando really kind of surprised me there. I call the Grass Knot switch here. Take a little bit of chip, thankfully. Was able to scare him out. We Tera Blast his Dragonite. I was really scared it was going to be weakness policy. It was red card. And this was part where it was kind of hard to recreate because the red card brought out Blood Moon in the real battle. Luckily, we're able to do this. We Calm Mind. We are able to kill his Dragonite. First blood. Lando comes back out again, and he Calm Minds. We do a Moonlight here. And I think that we can kill him on this next one. We survive the Grass Knot. Perfect. We're looking pretty good. Wanted to say as well... Oh, hold on here. So... yeah, we're able to kill Lando here. Does a lot of damage into us. Okay, I'm pausing here. I have got, it shows leftover recovery here. I accidentally had the wrong Poke Paste with leftovers. In the original battle, I was Misty Seed, which got burnt off. We kind of talked about that, and it didn't end up actually affecting the outcome of this battle here. So we're carrying on. His Lando goes down. In comes his Rimbombi. I did do some calculations in the original game. We're still kind of in the recreate portion right here. We're just before when we get back live here. But originally, without my leftovers, I was at 22%. He's always killing me with the Moonblast. I figured he's just going to kill me here. I thought about doing a recover, a Moonlight here, just in case he didn't. Not able to Moonblast, obviously, since I just did on the turn before. But I end up deciding, let's switch to Wheezing. We have our eject button still on Wheezing. We'll take a Moonblast easily and bring in something else. So that's what I did. I withdrew. In comes Wheezing, and he Quiver Dances. So I am really kicking myself here. Why did I not just stay in with Blood Moon there? Losing it wasn't really a huge deal. I kind of decided to keep it because he has Raging Bolt, and if I have an electric immunity as well as a dragon immunity with Wheezing here, it kind of puts him into some situations if he's a choice user or just being able to kind of switch into some of his moves more easily. But we're in here now against this thing. We decide, let's just stay in and do some chip. So I go for, I believe, the Strange Stain here. And he's got Psychic, and he just totally toasts us here. So this is where we actually disconnected in the main game here. So I had kind of calculated out that this thing, even at +1, is doing, I calculated a timid max special attack Rimbombi was doing 35 to 45 max into our Zarude. So I figured, okay, that's fine. We're almost always living 100% of the time, unless he hits us, with a max roll twice. We're able to 2KO him with a Moonblast, and so that's what with the Tera Blast Fairy. So that's what I did. I figured this was my best way to KO this thing. And it did 55% to us, which really was a lot more than I expected. Really, honestly, at this point in time, I was kind of tripping a little bit. Like, how did it do that much? Did I miscalculate something? It turned out we did share Poke Pastes later on. He was a fairy tablet, I think, or a fairy boosting damage, and he was also modest. I thought he was going to be timid to be able to outspeed Sneasler. He was modest and fairy boosting, and so that's why it did so much more than I expected it was going to there. And so obviously we are not going to be able to survive 2 because of his damage boosting items here. So he is just going to kill us here. We go down, bring out gouging, because gouging, probably should have just come in with gouging originally, would have been the smarter thing. I really did think that I could get 2 hits on Zarude and that I would be able to 2KO it in return, and I kind of wanted to save gouging because it looked to me like it would have a better chance at having an end game here because he is Tera Poison on his Raging Bolt, and Zarude did not really have anything to hit Tera Poison. So that's why I brought Zarude in originally. Unfortunately, just wasted it, and now we are in versus Rimbombi here. And we just have to attack it with Flare Blitz. Otherwise, this thing is really in danger of just sweeping through the rest of our team. So, he hits us. We survive on 12. Again, doing a lot more than I expected it to. We're able to take it out. We die from our own recoil damage, unfortunately. And things are looking bleak here. So we have Sneasler versus Tera Poison. He does Tera there. Wasn't sure what he was going to do. Sneasler really doesn't have anything to hit a poison move. I'm sorry, a poison Tera. So, we've got Dire Claw, Switcheroo. This is a Choice Scarf Sneasler, and we can't see that well with the showdown here. Switcheroo, Close Combat, U-Turn, and Dire Claw. And so, I wasn't sure what to do here. I can't beat this thing one-on-one with a Quaquaval. It's going to beat my Blood Moon as well. I kind of felt like my only kind of YOLO way to maybe beat this thing is to use Switcheroo and maybe cripple it that way somehow. So I click Switcheroo. He gets the Choice Scarf. We get a Power Herb. He goes Calm Mind, which gives us a breath of chance here anyways. So because he's that calm minded with his Scarf, we know he has to switch out. He's got Cincino and Tamarot left. They are both weak to fighting, so I just click Close Combat on that turn after the Calm Mind, knowing that one of these things is going to switch in and is going to die. I believe that's what happens here. Excellent. So Hammerot goes down. I think he brings Bolt back in. I believe I just go to Blood Moon. Yep. Okay, Dragon Pulse. We know he is weak to Dragon Pulse. I'm sorry, we know he's locked into Dragon Pulse here. I'm doing calculations at this time as well. Both of these things live a Dragon Pulse, but we are in a situation where we're fighting a very bulky Pokemon with 2 things that are not really able to hit it super effectively. Quaquaval is able to hit it better than Sneasler. So kind of my goal here is I want to get this thing chipped down as much as I can with Quaquaval. If he wants to switch in with his Cincino, that's fine too. Doesn't really help him. We end up going with Aqua Step here because of that, as well as it is being our best, highest hitting move to hit him here. But Aqua Step makes it so that if he does switch in with his Cincino, we are going to be able to just be faster than it anyways and be able to 2KO it. Then he comes back in facing a Moxie boost. So we just stay in and click Aqua Step as much as we can. That's going to be an easy 2KO for him. We're only doing 29% there, so he's very bulky. We do 30% that time. We get him down to 40. We die. We come in with Sneasler, and I'm running calculations here. I'm calculating him kind of like as a max HP variant here. I've got no one move that's going to kill him, right? My calculations are kind of showing that I'm doing like 23 to 27 with Close Combat. I'm doing 15 to 19 or something like that with Dire Claw. This is the thing with Sneasler, is as long as you've got Dire Claw, you've got a chance. So I come in, I do not have my choice item anymore. I can switch between moves. My plan is go for a Dire Claw here. We can hopefully get some kind of hacks on him, or maybe even just chip him down, because it's possible that the combination of those 2 moves will be able to take him out. We also don't want to go for a Close Combat right off the bat, because with the debuff from Close Combat, he will be able to kill us with his Dragon Pulse. So we can't debuff, and so we go here for that Dire Claw. He switches out. We sleep this thing. It doesn't really matter just because we're faster. We're 2KOing anyways. Bolt comes in. We hit it with the Dire Claw. Doing 16% to it. So I'm running my calculations here. Honestly, I should have done... Oh, well, he's attacking here still. We didn't calculate his attacking yet. So he hits us there. He switches out kind of... I'm guessing he was hoping that we did a close combat there. Or maybe he just wanted to have Thunderbolt because of the 10% paralysis chance that you get from that. Either way, solid move by him there. We come down to last turn. My calculation for max HP is that we're doing 23 to 27% to him. He's at 25, so I figure we've got a coin flip to win this with a close combat. And so we just go for close combat here. And it kills him and it crits him. And in the moment, I didn't think that the crit really mattered that much because it was a 50-50 roll. Either way, by my calculations, Thriller and I talked afterwards with the match and exchanged pace and stuff. He wasn't actually a max HP variant. He was a max physical defense variant. So that changed the calculation for me from, I think it was like 24.8% for a max roll. He was at 25, and I know that Showdown rounds up a little bit to the nearest percentage, but essentially the crit 100% mattered there. Unless, you know, there was some kind of a rounding thing where I got a 100% max roll, which is also super lucky. But yeah, so I beat him on a crit. I felt really awful about this. Again, apologize to you, Thriller. He deserved to win that one. We had a 6.25% chance to win there, and we just got it. On my end as well, if I had known that he was max physical defense, I guess the better move would have been to go for the Dire Claw, expecting some kind of hacks instead. But I really did think that we had a chance to kill him there. I didn't, and lucked out there. And so we are going to continue on with our LGA playoffs here. We have it was a 16-team playoff with multi-division, so we're going to the top 8 next week in the quarterfinals. And we'll hope to see you guys there again. Sorry, Thriller. It was a great game. Other than that, sorry that it had to end that way. And we'll hope to see you guys again next week.